So we're like, well, maybe we could sell it for more, but then I'm like, no, we got to stay under this mark right here. And boom, we got
Yeah.
an offer within days. If we would have priced it
Yeah.
too high, it would have sat on the market and lost momentum. And
Yeah.
then our carrying costs start going up and all that.
A good lesson when your carrying costs are 4, 5, 6 grand a month. A lot of people don't know. They just look at their mortgage payment.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Real Estate Pros Podcast. I'm your host, Micah Johnson, and today I'm joined by Drew and Andrew, who make some serious moves in real estate investing now for combined over 50 years. Drew, Andrew, welcome in, guys. Glad to have you.
Thank you. I'm Drew.
I'm Andrew. Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. I'm excited for our show today. You guys have been doing real estate a long time. I value people that have seen the real estate cycles. I think there's tremendous wisdom in that, learning from that. And you've been wearing out some deals here in Arizona. So I'm pumped to dig in here. Let's kick it off. For folks who aren't familiar with you yet, tell us a little more about yourselves and what y'all's main focus is right now.
Why don't you go first, Andrew?
Got a 30-year background in real estate myself, finance degree. I'm a trained certified residential appraiser. Done it all in real estate over the decades, and Drew and I joined up about almost a decade ago to focus on the fix and flip and the wholesale market here in the Phoenix metro area.
Yeah, same. I've got a business and finance degree and got into real estate here in Arizona in about 96, and I teamed up with some guys that were doing condominium conversions. So we would buy old apartment complexes and convert them to condominiums. And that was an entire process. And through that process, we needed to property manage for the existing tenants in the units before we got to the renovation stage. And that's when I met Andrew. So I hired him to help with the property management side. So we literally have known each other 25 years, even though we've only partnered up in this venture 9 years ago. But I came to him one day and said, we were at a little get together, and I said, hey, how you been? How's appraisals? And he told me, and he said, what are you doing? I said, I think tomorrow I'm going to go launch my fix and flip business, because I had been traveling the country as a hired gun in weekend seminars teaching people how to invest in real estate. And I realized I loved it so much, but I didn't have time to do it myself because I was always on the road traveling. So I said, you know what? I'm going to hang that up. I'm actually going to go do what I teach instead of, teach what I can't do. So we joined for. He goes, I want to do that.
I want to do it for a while as well.
So we teamed up March of 2017, and we've been going ever since.
Heck yeah. Well, that's the thing about partnerships. The way they come about and how they stick together, it's important. We were digging in a little bit on that pre-recording, and I enjoy hearing and talking to people who've had successful ones, because partnerships all have the same ingredients, but not the same recipe. right? Like it really, each one is a unique thing because you have different strengths, different weaknesses, your ability to offset each other, your ability to help each other grow, accountability, all the things. There's all those little factors. And when I meet folks who do it well, what y'all described, and I'd love to dig into it, that y'all share strengths and you offset weaknesses. And that makes for a really, really good synergy to get stuff done.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
Well, communication is key, and we've gotten really good at telling each other what we need, what we want, what our goals are. We have regular planning sessions, but when we have a project, this last one, we bought it mid-January, renovated it, sold it, and closed it 2 days ago. So before the end of March, we already had one fully renovated, marketed, and sold, and that was a good one.
Yeah, for sure.
We wish we had more like that. They don't all go that well, but I mean that fast. But
Well, take us to the
this
breakdown.
last
How
part-
did y'all get it to move like that? I mean, you've been doing it for 9 years. You got a grease system. What allowed y'all to go that, to move at that speed?
I started with a website lead.
Yeah. It was a carrot lead that we got from our website, and it was a cosmetic flip. So we knew it wasn't going to need a ton of work because it was a newer home. But we negotiated that price. The guy just wanted out of the house, and
We've learned when you get a lead like that. I tried to go see it that day.
Yeah,
we ended up see it the next morning.
Yep, we went and saw it right away.
Walked the property, and fascinating because I asked him why he chose us in our market here in the Phoenix, Scottsdale area. There's a lot of real estate investors and cash buyers and all of that. And I said, why'd you pick us? And he said, I talked to all the other guys. He goes, I like meeting you guys, and you weren't, your offer wasn't as high as some of the other offers that we received, but I thought yours was the most genuine and the most real, and I wasn't going to get surprises at the closing table. And he didn't. We paid exactly the price we said we would pay, and absorbed all the costs, and he was very happy. So that was important, but we put it under contract pretty quickly.
Man, I'm so glad you said that because, I get competition in a market, but the reality in real estate, and the guy who taught me real estate said, Micah, there's no such thing as competition. If you show up and do your job each day, you will get your deals. The only people that can work harder than you if you don't show up. So if you do that, keep going. So I love the fact that y'all are in a hotly contested market, but you're getting your deals. And everybody ain't your customer. I've met plenty of people I couldn't buy their house simply because we were not going to get along, right? I'm not the guy for you at all. But there's somebody, and I'm glad they're out there because your problem still needs solved, right? You still needed to get out of that house. You still needed that thing. And I love the fact that y'all are doing that because there's your customer, the customer that's meant for you. And if you're doing your work, they're not going anywhere. They're going to stick with you because I love this quote, your vibe attracts your tribe, and you're not out there. You're going out there for real. And when I love for people to know this, if you can get construction understanding and appraisal understandings like y'all have, you're like ninjas at what you do. Your ability to go in and make an offer. The reason you're confident is you've done the work. You know how much it costs. If you know how much it costs, then you can make confident offers. It's like people would pay a lot of money just to get that knowledge, but it's earned. You only earn that kind of knowledge. And then the appraiser, when you're on the other side, because that's what we were talking about before, how y'all split. Andrew, you're on the side that lists the property. You're on the side that's determining values. So there's a lot of speed that goes over there. And I know this much, if you are a trained appraiser, dude, that's like showing up with a machine gun.
I'm a game changer for sure.
I've been working with him forever. I miss stuff all the time. I go, what about this one? It should be valued here. He goes,
No, buying the thing right is so damn important, and then knowing where you're going to be able to
Make your
sell
money
it,
on the buy.
and then
Money's
everything in
made on the
between.
buy. Absolutely.
Always. So,
We
Yeah.
when we close on a project, we have a ritual. We show up the next day in our work clothes and our demo gear, and the dumpster is dropped that morning, and we do demo together. It's
Yeah,
kind of fun.
that's
We
fun.
get their sledgehammers and knocking
Love
out
that.
countertops. So that's our thing. And then Andrew heads back to the office, and then I start putting it back together. So all the plumbing and electric cabinets, we've got some great subs and vendors that we've been working with for years. We've got our pricing down. I think I put a budget together on this last house, and I was a little over budget on a few items, a little under budget on the end on some others, but at the end it came right at pretty close to the number I thought it would be. And our time frame was about 5 weeks on it. So we renovated that sucker.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency. It's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
Well-oiled machines. And what's fun about real estate is how intentional you get to be with it, right? Where like the experience y'all just described, does this industry make great money? Absolutely. But it pays this emotional paycheck in a way when you just kind of find your place in it and you're doing something you're doing where, like you just described, that tradition of showing up there and doing that's just as important as making the money because we're alive for every day. How often do we get a closing check? It's not every day. It's
Right.
less than a month out of days in the year. Okay. Like if you're only going to be happy and enjoy life for 30 days a year, you're missing out, man. Like there's a whole more to this. I love that y'all tapped into that because it's what real estate also offers. It's a very human, rewarding experience when you get into it.
We've got,
100%.
and the house is already closed, and we're looking for the next one. But we're very disciplined. We buy right. We just won't overpay for a house. It's the quickest way to end a business relationship.
Well, and then pricing it on the back end too. There's some additional costs we didn't anticipate, like a new roof. So we're like, well, maybe we could sell it for more, but then I'm like, no, we got to stay under this mark right here. And boom, an offer within days. If we would have priced it too high, we would have sat on the market and lost momentum. And then our carrying costs start going up and all that.
A good lesson when your carrying costs are $4, $5, $6 a month. A lot of people don't know. They just look at their mortgage payment. Your cost to own a property is all the insurance and taxes and utilities and HOA fees, all that stuff that you have, plus the mortgage payment. And it adds up pretty quick. And if you think 90 days on the market is another 15 or 20 grand, when maybe you should have priced it that right there at the beginning. And we did. We were under contract in 2 days, and that was because of him.
It's how powerful that is. I got into the business as a realtor. I worked on a foreclosure team and got to move volume and really get to dig into that world. And one of the things I would go tell sellers before I switched, when I worked with them still on the retail side, I had I always keep it. It taught me I keep a legal pad everywhere. That was like my thing, taking it to a house. But I'd tell them like, okay, we're gonna list today, and the moment we list, we're gonna set off thousands and thousands of saved searches. This is our best chance to make a big splash. If we miss, now we're waiting on people to come into the market. And if you do that by 10 grand, we're missing thousands of people just because of that. And it really helped it click because that's the reality is that. Think about it of how people are searching for it. They put a price point and they list it there and everything gets kicked out. You want 6099? Okay. You just threw away 500,000 people that say 600 and under. It's this whole thing of like thinking about how people view it and how they search it. And then it's your best chance of creating that multiple offer, right? You didn't just need COVID to get multiple offers, y'all. If you've been in this business long enough, you used to be able to induce them if you did it right. And then you could push it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Well, and the biggest thing, I wanted to go a little higher. The house was nice, but Andrew said, honestly, in this neighborhood, there are matching floor plans. They just ours is going to be the most expensive one in that floor plan, so we got to be careful. So we listed it at $599.
Yeah, it's funny because we were talking about
You just said-
609, 619.
Yeah,
We were like, no, we got to be at 599, and that's what did it.
Right. And it does. It's just these little mental things that if you understand how people buy, it is emotional. A $599 feeling to a $609 feeling, that is a big difference. As weird as it is, our bodies don't handle it well. So they do those things. All right. I'm glad it still works. That's good to know because it is. And I love for people to hear that because it's not always something, yes, you need good pictures. Yes, you need all the things, but think about that price in a way that it's a tool. It's a way it's doing something on purpose. It's not just a random number. Think about it. So anyways, I'll get off that horse now. It's pretty much ran the trail.
Oh, no, it's good.
So what are y'all excited about this year? You've been cruising along for 9 years. You've got this put together, carrots running. What are you hoping for? Because y'all have added in wholesaling too, right? You got flips going, you do some wholesale deals. Take us into that. How are y'all deciding between what to do?
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
Hey, if we've got an existing one we're working on, then we'll probably wholesale it if it comes along.
Yeah.
Unless it's too good of a deal. But typically we want to focus on one house at a time in the renovation space. And if another lead and good deal comes in, we'll usually contract it and wholesale it.
Yeah.
Unless we can spread out the closing in such a way that we've had 4 or 5 houses going at one time before, and the market changes just a little bit, that can take you down.
Yeah.
We learned a good lesson.
Well, it goes to real estate's the long game, and you always need to be thinking that. It's about hitting singles and doubles, whatever those are to you. But if you hit those, you will hit home runs, and not just trying to hit those home runs. Because kind of going back into the pricing part and, trying to get a number, the more things that have to go right to win, you're exponentially increasing your chances to lose. Now, how much can go wrong? So it's how simple can you get it? If little needs to go right to win, great. That's what we want. If I need to stand on one leg, hold my mouth a certain way and hope for weather, walk away, because that's what people lose on. I get it, man. It's where investing turns into gambling right there. Is that, all right, I feeling. I tell you what, hope ain't a strategy.
Yeah.
Like Andrew said, the money, we've all said it, the money's in the buy. You have to buy it right. And then even though the market can fluctuate a little bit, you should be able to get out of it and at least make a little bit of money. And I'd rather make a little bit than lose a little bit. So
Right. And I love what y'all are doing there, because a lot of people get into real estate and just want to build this huge thing, which is fine. Build a huge thing if you want to be a ginormous operator, but you're showing that that's not for everybody. It's not how there's more than one way to be successful in this business. So if you're listening and watching realize that you may have came here seeing content about, 1,000 units and on this and on that, where, okay, that may not be it. Be open to the fact that you can make an incredible living, live an incredible life doing the things you enjoy. And you're talking about 6 flips a year, 10 wholesales a year that sells gold-ish coming up. That's not unrealistic. That is not, I don't want to say it's not hard. It's simple to do. It has its things. You got to do it, but it's not like it's this extravagant thing. So if you want to grow to 1,000, you got to do one first, but don't feel like you've got to create something you don't want to live the life you want. That will not work.
That's what
how I know.
Andrew and I enjoy our weekends off. He's an overlander off-roader. I like to, go up into the mountains and camp and go to the beach and boat. And we enjoy a lot of time off, because we haven't pushed ourselves to a place where we have a bunch of employees to manage and our phone isn't ringing, and we get to enjoy our kids. And
High quality of life.
high quality of life. We've set out, that was one of our goals, is let's not work ourselves to death and let's enjoy what we do.
Yeah.
And we do.
I'm glad to hear on the clarity up front right there. Because if you're listening and watching into this, build that into the early conversations. What kind of life do you actually want? The thing about high performing people, we can always do more, but that's typically our problem. It's not getting us closer to anything. And making sure you focus on those actions, getting you closer to what you want, not just doing stuff. That's where life, I don't care where you're at in it, you'll start to feel like you're enjoying it. You'll start to feel, I mean, for me, it feels like I get to discover it each day. You truly feel like, all right, what's going to happen today? You're just living from this space and there's opportunity. I don't know. It changes the way you see life. And I'm seeing a lot more people in that space, which I'm excited about because you guys are, you're older than me. But I know my parents came from the work hard, do it for a long time, grind. And I know our generation got a lot I just turned 40 for like not working hard, but I beg to differ in some ways that it just looks different. I saw what you did. I don't want that. I don't want to live like that. That's not the life I want. Now, I may do it in a way that may look weird to you, but guess what? I'm 40 years old and I got a smile on my face. My back still works. I can walk around. Like I enjoy myself. I enjoy my kids. I like all those things. And I love meeting folks and revealing that to people. Like, yes, do we work hard? Yes, do things get annoying? Sure, but choose your annoying. Everything does. It's do you enjoy it? Does it light that fire in you? And real estate does that. There's so many ways in it you can do it.
Andrew and I are in a place where, we don't have a retirement goal. I want to retire at 60 or 65. I literally can do this till I'm dead and cold in the ground because we've got it set up in such a way. It's not difficult. We have great people when we buy a house and the wholesaling side of it that doesn't hurt your back at all. So,
and we enjoy it.
We call that vertical integration. Well, no, it's beautiful, man. I appreciate y'all's time today, your story, your perspective, because I think it's powerful for folks. We always hear about, go big, do all these different things, but y'all tried it. You've created the life you want. And I want other people to see that too. So thanks for sharing that story with us. For our listeners and viewers out there that possibly have a property in Arizona, want to learn more about what's going on there, what's the best way for them to find you?
The best way is to go to a2binvest.com is our website, but there's my phone number too. Mm-hmm. They can do that.
Screenshot.
Right. Andrew's email is andrew@a2binvest.com and Drew's is drew@a2binvest.com. And our website, it's a2binvest.com. If I didn't say that enough times.
No, you got it, man. You're nailing the marketing. Toma, baby, top of mind. Well, thank you for sharing that. For your listeners and viewers, check our show notes. We're going to have their information there. Like I say all the time at this show, reach out to professionals, talk to people who are actually doing the business. You got a deal there you think you could move, work with people who can actually move it. You got one to sell, talk to people who could buy it. This is how you become successful in this game. Build good relationships with high quality people. So thank you everybody for joining us out there. Thanks again, you guys, Drew and Andrew, really appreciated it.
Appreciate you very much.
Thank you.
All right, everybody.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. If y'all got value out of today's episode, please like this episode. Share it with someone else you think you get value out of it. And if you're not a subscriber yet, you know what to do. Click that button, follow along. We've got more conversations coming up with operators just like Drew and Andrew. Folks out there building a real business in the industry. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you on the next episode.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.